For many people, dogs are more than a best friend. They actually help people with disabilities become more independent and self-reliant.
For 17 years, Assistant Dogs of the West has trained and placed over 100 dogs with clients who need assistance overcoming mobility, emotional, and psychiatric challenges caused by disease, trauma, or their environment.
ADW also enhances the lives and opportunities for mainstream and at-risk students who, through the Assistance Dog Student Trainer program, emerge with increased leadership skills, compassion, and self-esteem.
And joining us with all of these details are Jill Felice and also ADWS founder and program director and youth board president, Zoe Gibson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And you've also brought along a beautiful friend. Who's this?
This is Ranger. He's a 15-month-old yellow lab. He was donated to our program when we were on the Today Show about 5 years ago.
He is absolutely beautiful. Kristen and I can't get enough of that face. Now, Jill, I want to talk to you first about the fact that you were inspired at a very young age to train service dogs. And so tell us a little bit about your story and how ADW really evolved from that.
Well, you know, some people may look at it as being a difficult childhood. I look at it as great gifts. My father was really emotionally connected to dogs, and he gave me this great gift of understanding dogs. And my sister Karen has CP, has cerebral palsy. And so as a result, in my childhood, I had to take care of her for many times. And I taught the dogs how to help me through that process. So, you know, the gift that they gave me is that actually the two of us can navigate the world much better and much easier than we could either do alone. So it was wonderful.
That is wonderful.
Well, now, who are your clients and how does an assistance dog improve their quality of life?
Well, assistance dogs improve quality of life in many different areas. The dogs that we train, we do mobility assist, autism, physical, any kind of physical injury or any kind of those things. We do courthouse dogs, which are dogs that are used in the courthouse for kids who have either been a victim of a crime or a witness of a crime.
Wow.
We do diabetic alert dogs, seizure alert dogs, and then also we do dogs for professional therapists who work in whether it be occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy.
Gosh, it's amazing how much they can do. And, you know, I want to mention that the program primarily trains golden retrievers and labs, but, you know, I want to know why that breed makes it the ideal assistance dog.
Well, there's a couple of things. First, it's the retrieving aspect. So a service dog has to pick things up, get things, bring it back to their owner, and they have been trained for hundreds of years instinctually to do that for us. They first started with, I think, with the boats with the fishermen. So that nowadays it's turned into retrieving, you know, keys and dropped items and all of that. The other thing is society really thinks that golden retrievers and Labradors are really friendly. So if you're using the dog as a way for community integration for people, it makes a really nice connection and a really nice soft bridge for everybody to talk from.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right. Now, how do you acquire the puppies to train them for this?
Ranger, down.
Ranger.
Down.
Down.
He's like, yeah, they're not paying attention to me.
Oh, there he is.
Well, just like from being on the Today Show, we had a breeder who started donating to us 5 years ago, and this is like her 5th or 6th dog that she's donated to us. So we either get them through donations. We also will look at shelter dogs to see if they have the right temperament. And Zoe can tell you what we did this summer.
What'd you do, Zoe?
We just whelped a litter of puppies to be trained service dogs. We actually did it at my house.
Really?
So the mom came a couple weeks before she had puppies and had puppies. We kept them for about 8 weeks.
What did you do with the puppies?
So we were there when they were born, and when they're really little, you do a lot of touch therapy to get them used to people. They spend a lot of time with their mom when they're really little, and then as they get older, we introduce them to sounds and to new people to sort of get used to their environment, because service dogs have to go out in the world and hear motorcycles and pots falling on the ground. They have to be used to those big sounds, so we did a lot of that. And a lot of spending time with them, getting them used to hanging out with us.
Well, when we think about training them, I want to mention that ADW service dogs actually learn a minimum of 90 commands. So we're really curious, what are some of those commands that they're learning?
Well, depends on what job they're doing. So, you know, they do their basic obedience, your sits, your downs, your comes, all that stuff, and then if they're doing service work for mobility assist, they're learning how to retrieve objects, turn on lights, pull wheelchairs, take clothes on and off.
That's amazing.
Move the bed sheets for people who may not be able to move the bed sheets.
Open doors.
Open
cabinets.
doors. Push things. Whatever.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, whatever is needed that the dog can do. And then, if they are somebody who has diabetes, they're detecting high and low blood sugars and telling their owners that
their sense of smell, is that how
through
they
their
do it?
sense of smell.
That is
Yes.
incredible.
And then alerting the owner that their blood is changing. So, and seizures, they detect the seizures and respond to that. For autism, we do a lot of either tactile work where a child may need the pressure of the dog on them, so they'll want that really connected feeling, and they'll also we'll use the dog for community integration, so the dog is a nice, friendly dog that, everybody can come and talk to. And what we find is the kids who have problems in those issues feel empowered, and they talk about their dog and they talk about their life, and it's breaking that ice.
That's wonderful.
They're providing service, comfort, and they're even sometimes saving lives. And the student-based training program is really wonderful. So I want to understand, what is the benefit of using students as trainers?
So we run a variety of student programs in elementary, middle, and high schools.
Nice.
And we have a youth board, which we'll probably get to in a little bit. But we also are teaching assistants, so we go in and can help the younger kids learn to train, but it's giving them, there's a clip of students working with dogs. But students sort of get a greater understanding of what disabilities are, how they impact people, how to form relationships with dogs, positive relationships, and additionally, it gets us more involved in the community, broadens community awareness with kids and families, working with dogs, and we go out in the public as well, so that people can see kids working.
You're amazing, by the way. You're just so amazing and mature and well-spoken, and I mean, I think you set a wonderful example for people out there who want to do what you do. And so how long have you actually been student training?
I'm just about to start my 4th year.
Wow.
Doing student training. Started as a 9th grader in my high school, actually, with Jill, learning to train.
What's your role on the youth board?
Right now I'm serving as president.
Nice, congratulations.
And thank you, I love it. We do more community awareness stuff, raise money for the Emergency Vet Fund. It's a great, great group of middle and high school kids on the youth board right now.
Wow. Well, tell us, how can students get involved?
So student classes are sort of one of the easiest ways to get involved, and then you're actually working with dogs.
Nice.
So Santa Fe runs in-school and after-school programs, as well as summer classes, and there are classes in Albuquerque as well.
How can people get more information so they can be a part of it?
Absolutely. So you can go online to www.assistancedogsofthewest.org. Or call our office at 505-986-9748.
Wonderful. Jill, Zoe, you guys have been fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for our service dogs. Thank you, Ranger. What a gorgeous dog.
I know.
Absolutely beautiful. And coming up next on New Mexico Style, if you're a serious collector or you're just browsing, we'll tell you where you can find classic Native American crafts. Don't go away.